you see, looking up from the ground, blood-red clouds boiling across the sky.
You did ask me to bring the thunder.
Dejin! Help! I've got the chalice, please!
Well, if they're following you, then I guess that takes care of a loose end for me.
All of you feel the earth beneath you shake and crack and break.
I feel that I have failed both of you, and I am sorry for that.
This has nothing to do with you being a bad leader.
Do you want a countdown? Oh, I think I want a countdown.
I wanted
3,
to help. I always had good
2,
intention. I
1.
did not deserve to die.
Now.
The Lucky Die podcast is a weekly 5e Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast. Join our adventure every Monday wherever you download podcasts by searching for The Lucky Die.
Halfwit Podcasts. A little foolish, a lot of fun.
Halfwits and Failed Crits and PenultiMyth TTRPG present a world where monsters roam, secrets lurk, and deities clash. But the paper still needs delivery. This is the Parable Infused Tribune. Welcome back to Mivra, everybody. I am your narrator, Jonathan, and I have with me Kylie.
Trying to come up with a rhyme for to put in my poetry. It's not working.
And Luis.
Rushy.
And Laura.
Well, howdy, I'm Manon.
Manon is back today. And I'm Leona. I forgot to say my name.
Anyways, I think it's now time to get into the story. It is the 5th of Holly-May. We are now in Breascor Cavern 9 and just a few hours away from our goal, the Melironto Chasms.
Yay!
The pit crew is traveling in a carriage with Standibitable, pulled by his trusty steed, Talpiboa, Tally, the Tupra. Tally is a rotund creature with a body covered in clay orange scales. They are about 10 feet long with 2 massive clawed forelimbs and a tail. Tally's forelimbs are typically tucked at their sides, but when large obstacles present themselves, the limbs come forward and dig or push the terrain with ease. You guys are riding in a carriage that is being pulled by Tally, and that is where we are going to pick up today.
So, kind of like a snake, but has legs when needed? All right.
Front legs, at least.
You said 4 legs. You said
4 limbs.
Wait, what are the other 2 then?
4?
2 forelimbs.
Oh!
Yeah.
I'm still in the FOUR, not FORE.
Uh-huh.
There we go.
Zoken.
Front limbs.
Yep.
Forward-facing appendages.
Ooh, maybe if we find those forearm bracers, they can have 2 more limbs.
Ooh.
What four-armed braces are those?
I heard a legend once that there are these objects of power that reside in the world, and if you're like true of heart and faithful to your deity, they'll reward you by letting you find them.
Oh, so interesting. Well, I mean, this is why we're having part of the divine intervention, but I wasn't aware of that particular item.
It's just one of the couple that I've heard about. My family has always traveled quite extensively, so it might be something that maybe is more common in other areas.
Well traveled. Good. You need to have perspective of the world.
A lot of guilds have a legend keeper that you can
find out about all these objects.
Shameless plug. I love it.
We do currently have an ad running right now.
I know. I like it.
Well, those forearm bracers would have been mighty helpful fighting those honey golems.
If only we were apparently blessed by our deities, but
What do you mean? You guys aren't blessed?
you're the... Anyway, moving on.
What did I do?
I've never met any of the deities. I still can't believe either of you have. That's like a 1 in a gazillion chance.
Are we traveling with a heathen?
Well, no, Leona worships Calvadossin.
You're traveling with a normal person.
Wow.
And what's normal to you, huh?
Not meeting a god.
I worshipped Alcerum.
This is delectable.
I worshipped her for my whole life. Like, I think that's
Oh,
worthy
did
of
you?
one quick one quick meeting, was very fast and quick, but I'm doing her a service, so.
I'm not sure I can take another however many days we have of travel with this man.
My butt hurts. Bibbitable, have you ever met one of your... Who do you worship?
Oh, me?
Stop talking to him.
He's our patron.
He's annoying.
Leona, now that's not very nice.
Is that what normal people do? Just insult their patrons?
Well, he doesn't like Kana, which I am not okay with.
Listen, I am a fan of sticky tongues, but not like that.
Ew. I am, well, not a child, but I am young. That is disgusting.
And you guys didn't want to go with my plan to kill him.
Nope.
Yep. Yeah.
We still need the money. I don't have to like him, but we still need the gorp.
I worship Mappo.
Hey! I know that one.
Oh, are you a worshiper of the Vagard as well?
You darn tootin' I am. That's really nice.
You guys do a secret handshake?
Yeah. Wag around.
Exquisite.
Indeed.
We're not that much farther away from the Melironto Chasm, right?
Yeah, Tally, how much further do we have to go, dear? And the rotund-looking, scaly creature leans back over and just goes,
Oh, God.
yes, just an hour or so.
Can you understand her?
You can't?
Yeah, it clearly just said an hour or so.
It must be the Vagard's gifts, being able to commune with these things, right? Am I saying that right, Reshi? What an accent!
Leona's just sitting there looking dead inside.
Oh, we're in a carriage, right?
Yeah.
Manana's has his head out the window, scanning.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like a duck.
Well, that too. That too.
Manon thinks he's scanning, but he's just enjoying the breeze.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I'm scanning. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, I was imagining like a Oregon Trail wagon with a covered top. Are you imagining
It could be both. Covered trail wagon with a window flap.
I was gonna say, because you technically said carriage originally. Mm-hmm. So I was envisioning a really basic carriage.
Basic? How dare you?
Oh yeah, he's fucking rich, so probably a really nice one. Never mind.
Oh, from the comics that we
Fancy ass
read?
carriage, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, fancy ass carriage.
New image in my mind.
So we're riding in a fancy ass carriage that has lovely windows, and who's driving it?
Tally.
Tally knows the way.
All right, cool.
Tally can speak. Tally's smart.
I mean, you're probably right, but
Tally has traveled many a continent with me.
Many.
it's impressive.
So, Mr.
Why are you the fucking peanut gallery over there, Reshi? Why are you doing this?
So, Mr. Stan, you've been up to this area?
Mr. Stan was my father.
No.
Please call me Bidaba.
Oh, I hate it.
Mr. Bidaba.
Yes.
So
I hate it.
you've been up to this chasm before? What can we expect up here?
Oh, Melironto, my dear Melironto. What a beautiful spectacle. When we get there, you'll see. It's just this sprawling underground network of cracks in the earth that reveal its most delicate parts.
I don't like the way you said that.
Each different area sprawls out into its own communities, and Each one has different focuses. It's really a wonder to behold.
It sounds really cool, actually.
Behold it.
Actually, what about what I said would warrant an actually?
Yeah.
You know what? I had a preconceived notion about what caverns would look like, and I think you've changed it a little bit.
Very good.
This is my hometown, kind of, sort of.
You come from a different continent, Reshi.
This is my
what are you
ancestors are from.
talking
These are where
about?
my ancestors are from. And you just think it's a dirty old cave?
I did not say dirty.
A stinking pit in
I
the
also
ground?
never said that.
I'm a stinking pig because we haven't bathed in quite a while.
Yeah, I would.
Smells so good.
Why didn't you bathe in Ilfracombe? We had baths. You chose not to?
If you stank, the monsters on the road might be a little less inclined to eat you.
I don't necessarily think that's true. I think you're going to be easier to find by your stench.
This little monster wants to
Manon,
eat
are you
that
going
steak.
to just sit here attracting monsters to us?
Listen, Leona, I know what I'm doing.
Go jump in the closest river, please, and wash.
Wow, why you have such an attitude today? Sheesh, I get
I
out of
don't
the
know.
carriage.
He's setting me off. He's bothering me.
I didn't do anything.
I'm getting out of the carriage and I'm walking alongside it.
The carriage is traveling at 45 miles an hour.
Oh my, that's a really fucking
shit.
fast carriage.
It is
Stop,
a
drop, and
fast
roll.
carriage. Like, it's not
okay.
walking pace.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Manon's just out there sprinting.
Holding on to bucket for dear life.
I'm just watching. Get
Yeah,
sweatier.
like animal travel is like 5 times faster than walking travel. So it would be a run.
All right, I try to get out and I'm like, oh no.
Never mind, I've made a mistake.
Get back in.
Get back in here, you
Wait, so
hulking man.
Reshi, if your ancestors are from here, do you know anyone in this chasm?
Ooh,
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I don't know if I feel like saying.
Well, alrighty.
okay.
No, I don't. But I know all the stuff that's inside it.
Ooh, like what?
Mushrooms.
Hey, you made a mean mushroom soup a couple weeks ago, so.
Yeah, I made everyone really angry.
I see the effects are lasting.
Yeah.
Keep your size and your little panlion to yourself, please.
Kana will do whatever she wants.
Kind of get her out of my way.
Kinda giving me bad vibes.
I want out of here.
This is a fun carriage ride.
I want to leave this place.
Mr. Bitabo, sir, once we get once we get to the chasm, do you need protecting inside the city or are we just
Please,
getting
no.
you there to the chasm?
Oh, well, I at least hired you. Well, at that time it wasn't you, but I hired you to protect me throughout the stay here. But I do have, because I know it would be unfair, other jobs lined up for the other two once the divine intervention begins.
How long does a divine intervention last? Is it like a week-long conference?
We've never had one. I'd assume that it would be quite a lengthy amount of time.
We've never had one. I thought this was like a yearly thing.
Oh no, this is like when things go wrong.
Things are always going wrong.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit more wrong than normal.
That's true.
I was going to say, I feel like that Dark Instant was pretty egregious in terms of scope.
It was very strange.
Yeah.
You see Stampedable make some sort of motion in front of him like someone would do with a cross. Wait, when you mentioned the Dark Instant, it's like, yeah, we have to solve that right quick.
But, I mean, it doesn't seem like anything's really been affected.
Nothing's been affected. She
Nothing
just
that we've heard
mentioned
of.
something about forearm bracers.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, but those have been legends that have been passed down for generations. I don't think that's new.
Haven't you ever looked at the Legend Keeper? Oh my God. I'm gonna make that stick.
What about when they stop paying us?
They'll never. If we keep
You don't know that.
But it's a good idea, too.
Oh, funny.
Oh, dear.
I mean, just in the last few months, we had these portals that just showed up out of nowhere.
That's true. That is true. Kind of strange things have been starting to occur.
Yeah, Manon, you do transform into a woman.
I
That is
don't
also kinda
transform
concerning.
into her. I go into my axe and she comes out. You know what? I don't even need to explain this. Maybe we'll find it. Maybe it's connected. I don't know, but maybe someone in town can figure this out, because this was not part of the deal, I tell you.
But I mean, that happened before the Dark Instant. Oh, do you think it like has something to do with it? Maybe.
Maybe if something's going wrong in the world and the magics or the energy of the world's all weird, maybe it's affecting
The power of whatever
the
spell
thing
or whatever it is. Yeah.
that's keeping her in there. It's in there.
Yeah, it. Yeah, that thing's an it. Stupid lady thing. Yeah, got him.
I sit quietly for the rest of the ride.
Oh my.
We're here.
Oh, yes, that is the signal that we're arriving. If you see above you and to the sides, there's a bunch of handles. You're going to want to grab onto them.
Oh, okay. Hold on for dear life.
Drop my bucket, hang on to it with my good hand.
I grab my number 9.
My bicep.
Yeah. Oh, this is a handle.
I'm going to pull up the front so that you can see. It really is quite interesting the first time you arrive in Melironto. All right, Tally, let's go. And you guys see as Tally's front arms unfold and go in front of them, and they just start moving the earth like in ways that doesn't look like it's just pushing boulders out of the way. It doesn't look like it's digging. It almost looks like it's literally molding the earth out of the way.
Cool.
And it just starts taking like a nosedive and just keeps running and going through the earth, and you guys are like shaking like crazy in the cavern. And if you turn around and look behind you, you see that the earth is almost like zippering behind you as you keep going down, and you see these little pockets appear where you get brief line of sight to what looks like other caverns, but it's so fast because Tally's just booking it down into the ground. But you see things that you're not expecting to see as you go underground. Like there's a brief window that you go by where it almost looks like you see birds in the top of trees and all of this like stuff that seems like you should be outside, but you know that you were just traveling over just this mountainous, barren region. So that couldn't be true, and you just keep going by, and then there's some areas that look like it's nighttime, and there's some areas that look like there's daytime, and she just keeps digging, and eventually you erupt out into an area where a whole bunch of other beings are zippering their way through. It looks like a whole bunch of Tally's species are the typical transporters of this area in the caverns, as they can just kind of bend the rock around them. And you erupt down and you see that there's just an infinitely tall ceiling as you look up, and it's almost like there's a mist that covers off the top before you even see the top of the cavern. It's just this huge city that has all of these walls that go straight up, and there's a bunch of things coming off the walls. There's a bunch of like pathways linking between them. You see that there's a bunch of different splits and caverns, and basically the chasms of Melironto are this huge interconnected web that is just teeming with life.
Well, I never.
Wow.
And we're here. So now we'll take things a little bit slower if you want to get out and walk and look at some things, but I think we should probably settle in my accommodations before we go somewhere else.
Accommodations? Finally, don't
A
have
real
to
bed?
sleep outside.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
A few real beds.
Oh, man.
I have a vacation home here.
Oh.
Honestly, this seems like a really nice vacation spot.
Well, you all got me safely to Melironto, so I'll give you your 5 go-up each for filling out my 5-stamp quest.
Woohoo!
Luckily, there wasn't many turbulent events on the road, but, you know.
You never know.
So 5,
I'm
10,
freaking
15
rich,
total.
baby.
Well, we appreciate the business, Mr. Biddabo.
It's Bidaba. It's Bibby.
Bibby?
It's Bibby. What do you want to do? Do you want to meet up with me first? Do you want to explore second? What do you want to do?
Well, I mean, our job is to protect you. Why don't we follow you? Maybe we'd stretch our legs through the city a little bit?
All right, I'll tell Tally to slow on down for a little bit as we approach our destination, and you can all stroll and look around, look about, get a new sense of your area and surroundings.
I want to know what the, fashion looks like here.
What does it look like?
The fashion is crazy. Like, the fashion is just as wild as the different pockets you were seeing throughout the Melironto chasm of, bright sky, dark. So there's people wearing, sundresses. There's people in, just full dressed down, black gothic wear. Like it's it's whatever people want, especially because this big divine intervention is happening. There are people from all over Umivra here right now. So this is just a very hectic place at the moment, a very big cultural hub. And like you see people that are like 10 feet tall and people that are, have 10 legs, and like you just see like all of these crazy people that you've never really run into before. You see like these dog-faced spider people that are really tall. They're just like walking around, and
wow.
You recognize them from Izoa, from Tura Village. Like there's some of those people here. And
you guys remember the Tura Village? That was a great time.
Dear.
That was a horrible time.
That was not. that was a
terrible time.
We saved all those people. That's where our journey began.
Leona got stuck outside almost the whole time.
I got slimed.
We did kill a warlord, though, right? Basically.
I mean, yeah,
And then they found out that their whole life was a lie because they were just sending people into a pit.
Classic Varite.
Yeah.
just spit.
Yeah, I just spit.
You just hear a voice say, "Hey!" from like down below that you just spit on like a tiny being.
And you look down and you realize that like while this looks like it's the level floor, you look down and you can see the like magma down below, and it's lighting up that there's like 5-6 more layers of this exact type of city structure below you as well.
Damn.
Yeah, how's that for a dirty, stinking cave, Leona?
Okay, I've been proven very, very wrong, and I already admitted that my preconceived notions were in error. So you don't have to keep rubbing it in. I've already admitted I was wrong,
I
Reshi.
accept your reflection.
But I would say, Manon, be careful where you spit. Looks like there's a lot of different types of people in here, and there's a lot of people here.
Speaking of, have you guys ever wondered the whole journey here if what Tally tastes like? Is that just me?
Yes.
That was just you.
How dare you?
I don't think I've ever wondered what someone's pet tastes like.
It's not a pet. It's sentient. Yeah, you tell him, Tally.
I think I'm just tired of dried fruit and nuts, honestly. Let's just go. Let's go to a market where we can get some food and hear some of the gossip, you know?
I do want to spend my 5
We can post our notice, our pit.
Oh, yeah. I want to buy a new outfit.
Oh, I could be kind of
Ooh,
peckish
I want a
as
new outfit
well. So I think that's a great idea to stop at a restaurant.
Where should we go?
Yum.
Board first. Gotta do our duty first, and then we'll go restaurant.
Okay.
Shopping.
Yeah. Shopping. John is like, I did not plan for shopping. Damn it.
No, just
I mean, you guys can say whatever. Gorp is,
negligible.
yeah.
All right. Notice
Shopping.
board.
yeah. I feel like the whole time here we were probably just writing stuff in the carriage because what else were we gonna do?
Yeah.
And then stab it to the board.
Cool. And you stab your notice to the board. You get a few stamps of notoriety from the clerk. And you look at the board, and there's not really much going on here because it looks like it's almost, what do they call it, like whitewashing when you like plaster a bunch of like big papers.
Oh, yeah.
The whole board is just whitewashed with this divine intervention. So they're basically just like, hold on all quests. This is the big thing happening. Make sure everyone's there. And you find out the address for it, which you don't really need to know because Standibitable will bring you there. But you know that it's happening in this big like pulpit area. It's like a huge auditorium. Cool.
Neat.
Well, that kind of makes sense.
Should we prepare for the divine intervention if we're going to be escorting Skibbity?
Well, that's
to the
why we're
thing?
shopping.
Yeah.
That's why we're shopping. Because we have to look presentable to escort Skibbity to the thing. I prefer that to biddable.
What's wrong with Bibbidable? Bibbidable.
Bibbidable.
Skibbity's my cousin.
Oh my god, he's behind us the whole time.
I didn't even know you came in.
Whoa.
Well, I feel presentable in my armor because I feel, guard-like, but maybe you guys should change out of your robes.
I was going to say, I look down at my dust-covered clothing and go, I think I needed to at least wash this.
Yeah, but no, you haven't showered, you said, in like 8 days.
Yeah, now that we're in the city, I can be clean and presentable. But, a little blood stain kind of helps with the intimidation factor.
I think it's probably the giant axe.
That's probably, yeah. That's probably it. I mean, think about it. Like, how is anyone even going to restrain you? Your arm is literally an axe.
Oh,
like,
they can try.
They can't tie you up or something like that because you're just going to cut right through it.
Now, I know a chasm that will know how to restrain just about anybody if you're interested.
Nope. I didn't need to know that. I did not need to know that at all.
I'll slip you my card.
This is just a fungus.
It's just a mushroom. What's happening?
Call me.
What's calling?
You see it all the time in the movies.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
All right,
No.
we go to the restaurant. I feel like we eat.
We fill our tum-tums.
We bathe.
The food is bad.
Oh, okay.
Not as good as my cooking.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm going to write that down. Go to
Note,
restaurant.
Restaurants suck.
Well, you just went to a little place that, a little hole in the wall. Those are always 50-50.
Yeah, I can cook better than that. Mid-food.
Reshi, they're gonna spit in your food if you keep sending it back.
Oh, that'd probably add some flavor to it.
Oof.
This mush, this slap.
Excuse me, what are you saying?
Oh, no.
About
He's
my
gross.
dinner?
This is food from a cave. Thank you, sir.
Ew.
You're welcome.
I mean, it's still better than anything I can cook for myself, so I'm content.
All right, I think we're gonna be kicked out of this restaurant. Where do you
We
guys,
should eat fast.
Where do you guys want to go shopping after we eat?
Skibbity.
That's
Biddable.
cousin.
Sorry. Biddable. I hate that. Biddable, what is the best place to go shopping here?
Oh, there's so many places. What are you looking for?
Like something that you would not be embarrassed to have your guards wearing.
I don't embarrass easily.
Presentable?
Like a metalsmith?
I don't know.
I'm going to go to Chasm Topic.
Well, I want
some cool clothes.
Chasm Topic.
Yeah.
We can check that out. All right.
This chasm only has splinters.
No, dang it. I hate them. They're so tacky.
I mean, you can go a cavern over.
That's true. I buy cool trip pants and a giant long button-up shirt that looks like the My Chemical Romance thing.
But aren't you like so tiny and short?
Yeah.
Like,
So I'm just like wearing super baggy clothes, but in my mind, I'm like, this is cool.
Just the pure Jinko era.
Yeah.
Oh my
exactly,
god.
Yeah.
Oh my
I have
god.
the trip pants with like the million straps that don't do anything. It's all reflective for some reason. Yeah, I'm feeling real cool.
Those might get in the way of the job I have lined up for you. I pulled some strings and, because you're so good at cooking, I got you into the kitchen for preparing for the divine intervention. Cocktail hour and dinner.
I start shuffling. Thanks, man. I will change though once this is only for, if I gotta work during the divine intervention, I can't wear these clothes.
That's what I just said.
Damn it. Yeah, no, I know. This is a tragedy.
you can return it, I'm sure.
What? This is gonna be my treasure.
Okay.
This is my family heirloom. Look at these pants.
Not the book.
Oh, yeah, right. I forgot I had a book. Yeah, whatever. I don't even want to do that anymore. My whole life is
These
Jinko.
pants.
Yeah. This is my whole identity now. You just wouldn't get it.
We have hit the angsty teen Reshi phase, apparently.
Whatever. You don't get me. You don't get any of this. Get out of here.
Leona, what are you gonna buy?
I find somehow the same exact thing I was wearing, just in like blue instead of green.
I love that. It's just the same exact
I'm like,
thing.
oh, what do you think about this? And I come out of like the little changing room and you're like, did you just dye it? I'm like, no, it's totally different, isn't it? There's like one button different.
Oh, we're in a cave now. Are you like losing your fish stuff now?
Yeah, I think a lot of the kind of like aquatic stuff has gone away. And I think there's more like, I'm trying to think of like cave like.
Lizard?
Ooh, scales.
Yeah, there's some kind of like
turning into a rock.
scaly, a little bit of kind of like
Moss?
jagged aspects. Ooh, yeah, kind of like lichen, like kind of growing on as like the hair area.
That's cool. I like that.
You see Kana just like rubbing up against the parts of you that are like rocky, just like scratching themselves.
And I'm just like scratching her little head, like, oh, do you like this version? All right.
All right, Mr. B, I think we're all ready. What's next? Are we resting for the night, or do you need to be somewhere?
I don't need to be anywhere, but I wouldn't be opposed to doing anything fun. But let's go back to my accommodations and at least get you all cleaned up. I know I need a shower real bad.
Me too.
What kind of bath is it?
I was just right underneath a personal waterfall.
That's That sounds amazing. Is it like a hot spring with a waterfall?
Of course. It's underground. All of the water down here is going to be a little bit warmer.
We're going there right now.
I'm so in. Let's go.
And you guys go back to the place and you spend your night there and you have like this little lap of luxury that you guys probably have never had.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm used to. We're just drinking milk in the hot springs.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Manon takes a bath in the hot waterfall, and it's like, I feel like it's one of those montages like anime when it's like the sparkles with the shirt off and he's like in the water.
The fan service.
Yeah, the fan service.
I'm looking on, but I can't see anything because it's covered by steam. No!
Reggie just constantly trying to wipe the little areas you can't see.
Oh God. Oh dear.
It's not from the steam, it's from Reggie's breath. Just can't keep it defogged long enough.
So funny.
Is that it? You guys just gonna rest and get ready for the divine intervention?
Are they like separated by gender, or is it just kind of a free-for-all?
I don't think gender's like a thing here.
No.
That's probably fair.
Yeah.
I think Leona's just kind of like chilling, looking around, and I think she does the like classic anime thing where she sees someone with like a really big bust and kind of looks down. Oh. I am canonically making Leona very flat-chested. It goes along with the whole she looks like a child, but she's really like a full-grown adult. It feels right that she's just like not, there's like nothing there.
You just have boob envy.
Yes. Boob envy.
But if your appearance changes all the time, can you make that change?
Well, Reshi, it's not something I control. Like, it's kind of like an adaptation almost.
So what if we have like inflated balloons next to you the whole time?
I don't know, because I think it has to be a natural thing.
Isn't it balloons natural?
I don't think so.
I'll think about this. That's my new short-term goal.
Find a way to make Leona grow boobs.
And then I'm going to grow them as well.
Oh, okay.
And then Manon will finally love me.
Oh, no.
I'm going to my room.
And you guys turn in for the night, and we get up the next morning, and you guys start getting ready, and Stan Bibbitable has a bunch of food ready for you guys for breakfast. You guys all eat that, and he says that you guys can go explore Melironto for a little bit before the divine intervention begins in kind of the mid to late afternoon.
Is there anything you'd recommend seeing for a newcomer?
There is like an amusement park area if you wanted to go there, but you might work up too much of a sweat before the divine intervention, so maybe not. There's a lot of walking. There's some natural forests down here that you can go see that are these huge fungi that look a lot like regular trees, but they're just big fungi. That's a little interesting. There's probably a zoo somewhere. I don't know.
I love a zoo.
I'm gonna remind you guys that you wanted to try and find the letter from Fee.
Yes.
Oh, like an animal messenger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she said that if an animal didn't come right to us, that we should start asking animals around. So we should at least let her know. Let her know we're here.
Yeah, we should probably check out that zoo, see if maybe her animal messenger got caught.
I was saying not let other animals know. I said major cities have a spot where their like animal messengers go if they can't find you.
Oh, yeah. Would that be the zoo?
No.
I mean, I'm just.
Isn't that the zoo?
My brain just broke. I'm sorry.
Do you need food?
I think so.
I think this is a good spot to pause to get you food.
We'll be right back.
With your long-forgotten name, we call upon you. We call upon you. In the words of the unspeakable language, we call upon you. We call upon you. By the spilt blood of the wicked, who walk upon this world, sprouting the words of false idols, we call upon you. We call upon you. On the land of the dead harvest, that which brings the earth itself into your service, Yamal, we call upon you. you. We call upon you.
Yamel calls upon you.
The Sprouting, a Call of Cthulhu actual play podcast by Blighthouse Studio. Find us on your podcatcher of choice.
I mean, we should go to the zoo, but you're probably right. We should go find this animal's messenger first.
Yeah, Fee might have some, interesting things to tell us from the south end of Breascor.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for a letter from Fi, but not Foe or Fum. I hate those twins.
I hate you.
I'm going to the animal messenger place.
I'm going with Manon.
Me.
Reshi, you can stay here and FIFO Fum your way. Where?
Yeah? Really? Huh, Leona?
Yeah, I'm broken.
We just need the letter, right, from them?
I mean, we just want to check in, see if she sent anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
She said she would. If she hasn't, that's concerning.
It's been a hot bit, so we should probably check.
Are they going to send us something cool?
My sense of time's all fucked up, so.
Yeah, you aren't even
would be,
live
yeah.
half the day.
Do you even remember what she was going to send you?
No.
It was like news.
Do you have it in your letter?
It was news.
I don't have any notes. I don't know why I'm
Probably
looking.
back here.
She was going to tell you if she found any news about the sirens.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
That's why I'm like, how is Kylie not engaging with this more?
Because I didn't remember.
All those notes and for
I
what?
Rude. I definitely want to see if she found out anything about the siren song. And if she hasn't, then I want to start. Well, I mean, obviously, I'm going to start asking around here too. But it would be helpful to know if she found anything first.
Oh, why don't we put a notice too on the board for that?
Oh, that could work. To
You
be
know.
like, hey, have any ever heard of the siren song? Come talk to the pit crew.
Yeah.
Please?
Excellent. Yeah, this is why you haven't found them.
Probably. You know what? Probably. That's probably it. I thought I could do it all on my own. I guess maybe I need help.
You're saying you haven't been leaving messages across all the boards for these people?
I had not thought of that.
You were just looking at the board. Yeah, no news.
Well, I have been asking people, like, if they knew of them or if they had heard of them, and I didn't think of posting anything.
Oh,
so.
youngins.
You should just put on the notice. I want to be part of your symphony. Please, please reach out to me.
All right, I'm dragging you guys to the post office. We're going.
They're still just talking as you literally have them by the back of the collars, and they're just dragging on their heels backwards.
Yeah, we're just getting dragged. Symphony.
Honestly, you could probably. Well, you only have one hand.
Reshi's on my shoulder.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you're probably just holding us. I was gonna say you're holding us by the scruff and just carrying us, but then I remembered you only have one hand.
You just pass by someone else who's having the exact same problems as you right now, and you just make eye contact for a little bit as both of your parties are just singing nonsense, and you just nod your head and continue moving on.
The difference is that the other group is a dude and his kids. And you're just carting around your friends.
Come on, Daddy.
Oh,
Let's
no.
go.
Let's not do that. I don't like
Dad,
that.
come
That's upsetting. No. No.
All right, we're at the mail.
Let's hit the mail.
We're at the post office,
Mail.
aka zoo.
So you guys look around and you find a map that is kind of around a directory, and you follow it all the way until you reach the chasm that has the what you believe is a post office. You see some trails that say these are animal messenger paths, so you can intercept them on the way there, kind of a thing. And at the end of those paths, you see a place called Magra's Telehome.
Oh.
And you make it to Magra's Telehome, and you just see this huge octagonal tower that is built out from the wall of the chasm. And there are some clear holes in the top of the chasm. You can't really see them, but you see the light coming in from the holes, through the top fog. And there's just a pretty constant stream of bird-like creatures just swirling down into the tower. Some other small pathways carved into the walls where you see other small creatures moving about. You see that the roads that you were traveling on, a lot of the animals that were walking by, you were assuming were pulling a cart of people, but they were actually pulling a cart of mail, of shipments that they gathered from
cool.
surrounding territories. And they're pulling into this tower that has a bunch of stalls, and you just see a big sign over it that says Magra's Telehome.
Well, judging by the amount of animals entering and exiting that building, I think we found the right place.
Yeah, the zoo. Woo!
We go in.
And you guys walk in and you look around and you just see kind of what you would imagine seeing. Just lots of stalls, lots of animals flying around, lots of animals running around, a whole bunch of like enrichment areas for these animals as they go back to their homes and stalls. Above each stall, you see a whole bunch of veins of like different ore that kind of run through it. And you can assume that that's why it's like built into the rock. Here is because they needed these ores or veins, and you see them kind of react every time an animal enters its home. And you see in the middle there is another like circular desk with just one person who is grabbing all of the mail that these animals are dropping off, and they're just sorting them into different areas. And they just are surrounded by piles and piles of mail.
I clap Leon on the back and say like, all right, there you go.
I walk up and I say, are you Magra?
Yeah, I'm Magra. Welcome to Magra's Telehome. What's your name and who are you waiting for?
My name is Leona, and I'm waiting for a message from Philomena. No, that's not right. What is her full name?
Well, you're gonna need to know the name if you want me to find it. I have a few piles here.
Fimordia.
Fimordia to Leona.
It also could be potentially addressed to the pit crew.
Pit crew. Ah, you're the Tribune people.
Yeah, that's us.
We cycle a few of those around here too.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
fans. We're getting notoriety. I love it.
Don't get your hopes up too much. It's the occasional person who ships your flyer around.
Well, you know what? It's better than nothing.
I'll sign something for some gorp. If you want a signature.
Get a
you know
monetized
how
thing.
many people's mail comes through here? I'd be asking for signatures all the time if I gave a damn.
So you don't require like any type of authentication that the person picking up the mail is actually the person they say they are?
She just glares at you.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, so Leona or the pit from Fimordia.
Okay. And then she like turns around and like punches something into the wall. You see there's like indents that she like puts her hands into, and you see like the veins that were above all of the cupboards start to light up in a way, and it just like circles around the tower until it gets to somewhere, and you see running down from the place that it stops is a small creature that has 6 limbs and just kind of like runs along the wall, and it has like a big fluffy tail, and it gets down there and it looks like a little like basilisk squirrel. And it brings a letter down and it plops it onto the table in front of you.
Thank you. I like fish a treat that I've been giving Kana out of my pocket and kind of like offer it.
It like immediately jumps, and you see when it jumps it has like its limbs are like flying squirrel limbs. So it just like swoops up and like grabs the treat and then goes back to its little place and scurries.
And I just watch it and I go, I want one so bad. And then I open the letter. What does the open letter say?
You open it and it just says, "Hey bestie, found this." And
yes.
It's a flyer that says list of tour dates, and you see they were in the Watery Glen in the middle of where Fimordia went. They were in the Watery Glen back in Kudaday, and they were at the original port city that you were trying to go to back in Fidase. And you see that only last month in Hadase, they were opening shows at Saversat's Coliseum in Melironto Chasms. But there is another tour date listed right afterwards for the Vacation Island up in the north of Breascor in a month or two.
Where would that? Is that this place? This is Vacation Island?
Not Maine.
Not Maine, you're right.
We will have to name that as we get up there.
Vacation Island, not Maine.
Yep, they have like a whole bunch of like, join us for our last stop on our tour this year.
Ooh,
so we just keep missing them?
Yep.
Like, just barely.
Well, you guys never went to the Watery Glen place, but they were there.
Yeah, and then we got blown off course from the original place we were supposed to land, so we missed them there. And then apparently we spent too much time doing quests on our way up here to meet them here. So
yeah, it seems like the time between where you guys were, where they were, and where you guys go keeps getting shorter. It was like 3 months, then 2 months, then a month.
So we're catching up.
At least we have a trail now.
Yeah. Okay, guys, it looks like the Siren Song is doing like a tour apparently, and they're actually going to be performing in the Vacation Island or at the Vacation Island in a couple of months. Is that in a couple of months? So could that maybe be our next stop after we wrap up with Bida BB?
Baby doll?
BB.
Baby doll?
Well, I'll be. That's a solid lead right there.
I honestly kind of didn't even think about them having like a tour flyer. So this is actually really exciting.
If we know where they're going, you can also send them a letter.
Oh, that's true. Well, but they would also, if I send them a letter, they'd have to know to come look for it. Like they'd have to know to come get it.
They're a famous band. I'm sure they check their mail.
Oh, maybe. Do you always have to know who the letter is coming from? Or could you just... I'm asking.
You're trying to send something incognito?
No. I'm saying, so like if I came and said, is there any mail for Leona, would it matter if I knew who sent it?
I don't understand your question.
I think you're thinking too hard into this.
She told me I had to tell her who I was and who I was expecting mail from.
Now I see what you're saying.
It makes it easier, but I can do my job otherwise.
Okay, so if I were to send a letter to someone who doesn't necessarily know to
you
look
never
for
sent
it.
a letter before?
No.
You've never gotten mail?
No.
How old are you?
25. I've been very sheltered.
Wow.
I grew up in a city, but no one ever sent us mail. And then I've been traveling for a while, and no one sent me mail.
Poor girl. Poor girl.
I can see why they left her behind.
Leona just kind of turns around and walks out like, okay.
Listen, we were all thinking it, but that was a little cold, big guy.
Wait, you never once got a letter from them? Like, oh, yeah. No, they don't know.
Actually, no, I do think I did say that I had a letter that the last update had said that they were going to be somewhere in Breascor.
Yeah.
Literally like almost a year ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
They've been on tour. They're busy people.
They're busy people. I don't, you know what?
Yeah, send them a letter. Tell them we're on our way.
Anyway, I'm going to write a letter and send them that. Ask them to stay in Vacation Land so that I can catch up to them if we are not quite fast enough.
Man, that's a real big ask.
Why is that a big ask?
Who wants to stay in Vacation Land?
That was sarcasm, sweetie. I know you don't have that much interaction with others, but that was sarcasm, sweetie.
I don't like her. Can we go now?
Write your dang letter and give it to me.
I write the letter and I hand it to her.
Thank you.
Oh my God, let's go.
What'd you
Be
write?
on your way.
Why did you abandon me? It's a really hardcore letter.
And you guys walk out and you're asking these questions.
Yeah.
I actually do want to send something too.
Oh, sure.
Whoa!
I actually would. Here, can you send this letter to Phaedra and Izoa in the farmlands?
Phaedra in the farmlands. Got it. Is that just like north of? Is that north of Arkgate? Just a little bit west of the Kiptra Mountains?
Exactly. Thank you.
Got it. Yeah, there's a lot of farms in Izoa. I just got to make sure I'm sending it to the right one.
Oh yeah, if it even gets to one of those farms, they'll know her super well. They'll know who it has to go to.
Is that your wife?
Who is that?
That's my sister.
Oh, never mind.
I just want to let her know that I'm okay over here. She probably is nervous, hasn't heard from me a couple months with all this stuff going on.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on.
Your alter ego.
Did your sister know about that?
Should we send something for Gwen? Should we send like a letter to someone for her? Well, we wouldn't know who to send it to, I guess.
I'm not sending shit.
We don't know who Gwen's associated with.
That's true. All right, never mind. I thought we could do something nice.
I want to send a letter to my mom and dad.
Okay.
Where are they?
Where are my parents?
She can't remember.
Moved.
That's going to be a problem.
Yeah, no, mommy.
Wow, you've come a long way.
Yeah, I've come a long way, all right.
Oh, God, get the fuck out of here.
No, I didn't send my letter.
I think I also kind of go, okay, well, since we're all just randomly sending letters, I should also send a letter to my family to let them know that I made it here
You just get, like,
safely.
the saddest, like, most droopy-eyed Kubrick stare ever. Just like,
And I
do
include...
you have any more letters?
No, this is the last one. I include like a little drawing of Kana and go like, I got a pet.
Dear mom and dad. I'm gonna get married soon.
Oh.
I found the one. I can't wait for you to meet him.
Oh, dear. We leave now. We go. We get out.
Thank God. The steps were piling higher than they've ever piled before.
Okay, ma'am, you only had to send 4 letters.
Get out of here.
That's true. Do your job, lady.
Always remember, if you need your letter sent, go to the telehome.
But not this one.
Shh, she's gonna destroy our letter.
I whispered it really quietly. She didn't hear me.
Yeah.
Wait. 7, she heard it. Okay.
Basically, you have a few hours. It's about lunchtime at this point, and you know that you need to be ready for the divine intervention around, like, dinner.
You guys want to go to the zoo while we wait?
Boy, do I ever.
There's nothing else to do.
Okay, so you guys just go to the zoo. You have a good time. Anything special that you see? Anything fun that you do? If not, we can just skip over it and just be like, yeah, you guys did stuff.
I fell into the gorilla enclosure.
No. And got ripped apart.
Change timelines.
Oh, no. I think we do one of those little things where you pay like a little extra and you get to feed a weird critter.
Oh, I'm gonna take one of my gorps and then turn it into the thing. The flat coin thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay!
It's now worthless.
That is now my treasure. And these pants.
Met some cool animals at Melironto Chasms.
Yeah!
I purchased like a silly pin or something to put on my like little jacket blazer thingy that's like, I had fun at the Melironto Chasm Zoo or something like that.
I'm making sure you guys are hydrated. I'm like the dad, and I'm like,
Thanks,
all right.
Dad.
I'm like looking out for people and shuffling you.
Make sure we put on sunscreen.
Yeah.
Completely disinterested.
Manon's interested a little bit, but like he's definitely floored them.
Yeah.
I mean, he thinks Leon is like, you're like a little child to him. So he's like, I gotta
You look
protect
at my
her.
exterior and go, child.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I lost one daughter, got a new one.
Hey! Oh no.
I fall asleep in the rented stroller. And I'll tuck her down.
Get those little mall moped animals that you ride around on, and poor Manon is just like keep trying to keep pace with the stupid little zoomy animals. Like, damn kids.
All right, and you have like an hour left. You take a nap, and you guys all get ready for the jobs that you're going to be doing at the divine intervention. So, what are you guys are wearing the things that you just bought to go to the divine intervention?
No.
Oh yeah, you
You're
can.
not letting me.
You can.
No, it's gonna get caught in the kitchen. I put on my chef uniform, which I have always carried this entire time and just
It's
never
always
wore.
been in your inventory. It's just never come up before.
But it's a really high class. I have a black chef's jacket that I got from Roman Gamzee.
No last names.
That's a one name.
Oh, okay. It's all one word.
Roman Gamzee.
Yeah, Roman Gamzee.
Nice.
Okay.
That's my prized possession. Besides the book from my parents and the other thing that I got.
The other thing that you got that it's now going
my
to...
pants. Yeah.
Oh,
and my coin
jeans
from
or
the zoo.
whatever.
Yep. All right, so that's what I'm in. I'm in a like a really nice chef outfit.
I am wearing the outfit I just bought with the brand new like little zoo pin on it.
Just keeping the zoo pin
Just
on.
keeping the zoo pin on it.
I scrubbed my armor clean and like washed everything, and I sharpened my axe hand as well, so I'm all like shiny and iron armor ready to go.
Nice and intimidating.
Yeah.
Whew. Looking good.
All right, it's time to take off now.
I forgot about you.
What?
I've been having so much fun at the zoo.
We did. We had so much fun at the zoo.
Well, that's very good of you. I do enjoy the zoo myself.
We got to feed a croco monkey.
A croc monkey?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a little scary, but it was really fun.
Like, how close did they let you get to it?
Like within a couple feet. It was like okay, you can go up and then just kind of, it'll open its mouth and you just kind of toss it. Just don't get your finger stuck, caught, or grabbed by the prehensile tail.
Well,
in retrospect, they probably shouldn't have let us that close.
Can I speak
we had so much fun at the zoo.
Oh, I'm just trying to give you your passes so you can get in.
Thanks.
Okay.
Okay, here is your media pass. You're going to be doing some story gathering from all of the people that are visiting,
Cool.
documenting the event. They have a whole bunch of different media people that are going to be trying to document this historic event. So you have to do the best, okay?
Okay.
Because my name's on the line.
Okay.
All right. What is my name again?
Mr. Bidiba.
That's what you call me as we're friends. What is my full name?
Dan Bidable.
There we go. Remember that. And you, I see you're already dressed. Here is your pass to get backstage to the kitchen where you can, work. And I hear you're good. You're good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the best.
Just keep that energy up. And here's your pass. You will be coming with me. You'll notice you have a VIP pass.
What the
because
hell?
we have to get into the VIP area because that's where I'm going to be in my box seats.
Oh.
You got it, boss.
You go VIP.
And you guys head on off in the carriage with Tally. So Tally brings you through the rest of Melironto, and you approach this absolutely massive stadium that has huge statues of Saverset on the outside of it, and just like very decorative. And there's a whole bunch of pictures of, or like other statues and carvings of instruments and parties and battles, and just a whole bunch of things that you would view as competition, as it is a giant coliseum for all sorts of sport.
Can I say that Saversat, just as a reminder, is the deity of song and music in the Celestial Accord faction. So she's like very all about music, song, all that good stuff.
Yeah, and also sprung up a giant coliseum.
Apparently.
Out of nowhere.
Yep.
Weird, huh?
Very interesting.
Trying to sneak into the whole like war and battle scene a little bit, are we?
I mean, battle music,
Okay,
screams
fair.
and cries are music. I'm just saying.
I mean, when you're watching a fighting event, I mean, it's fun when the fighters have
entertainment.
intro and outro music and stuff like that.
Storylines are the best part.
I can see those heel turns coming from a mile away. It's not
dear.
anything interesting. It's all fake,
No, it's not. It's real.
And you
Okay.
pull through the big gates where all of the other carts are going through, and you guys get in, and you see that from where you are, there's a lot of stairs everywhere. And as you climb up the stairs with Stampede, you see that there are just like hundreds of people in this stadium, and the bottom area has a few different podiums set up that are in like some chairs behind them, etc. It's a stage, and that's where the speaking is going to take place. And as you're walking around, you notice that like while some people are starting to fill into their seats, it almost looks like they're just kind of like claiming their seat area, and most of them are getting back up and walking back into this other large room that's not part of the arena. It's like a separate area that everyone's meandering in, and it looks like that's where the cocktail hour activities are happening. All right, so we can split now. We can go whichever way we want to go. You're coming with me, though, Manon.
Ooh, they got those little shrimp over there.
I'll make sure that you get some of the finest little shrimp.
Yeah, he does.
Maybe like put some in your pocket for us for later. Did you bring Tupperware? Can you put some in Tupperware for us later?
Did you bring your bucket?
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't because this is like an event. So I probably left it at home, to be honest.
Which means that you don't have any of the things that we need.
I need my hand free to
Okay,
protect
fair.
my patron.
That's right.
I have like a little satchel with me that has like 5 just completely blank notebooks, and I'm just kind of looking at it like, wow, I really hope this is going to be enough.
It's just Kylie in real life.
Brushy,
I'm in the kitchen.
you just go right to the kitchen.
I'm right in the kitchen.
Okay. Who wants to start?
I can.
Okay.
I need 100 plates of shrimp right now.
Who do you think you are?
You address me as chef and only chef.
I am the head chef here.
Wow, so I'm the head chef here.
No, you are not. You are hired help.
No, I'm the hired head chef. Get on the line.
I think this is the same guy who kicked us out of the restaurant before.
I recognize you.
Oh, and I recognize you. You want to run your own kitchen? Well, fine. Have that side of the kitchen.
All right, thank you, chef.
Cook off.
Let's see who does the best hors d'oeuvres.
Triple deviled eggs.
Oh.
Coming right up.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to put a momentum track in. And you're going to be on one side of the momentum track, and they're going to be on the other. And we're going to see who does the best with their hors d'oeuvres.
Food tug of war, yes.
Food tug of war. So we are in the caverns, and we are doing cooking.
So I get 2 D20s, right?
And he gets 3.
No!
What?
19.
Damn it. 6.
Oh.
That's your highest number?
That's my highest.
Yeah, the other one was a 5.
A 5 and a 6.
Okay, so
I don't think that was good, Reggie.
Nothing around here is organized the way I like it. This is a bottom 1-star kitchen around here.
Oh my God.
None of the prep work is done.
who needs prep work when you're as good as me?
That's ego. You don't cook with your ego.
Well, let's see how the rest of the people like it. I made amazing cavernous cheese.
Ooh, cheese.
What the hell, guys?
I'm just saying.
What do you mean,
cheese.
ooh, cheese?
Cheese is good. We're not here, so I don't know who you're talking to.
What do you make, little chef?
Thrice deviled eggs.
That was way too many times. You can see by all the reactions that thrice deviled was too much.
It's because it's too moist in here.
Ew.
The temperature's just not right.
The temperature on my side of the kitchen is fine.
Whatever.
I love how you two are wasting time with this cook-off when you could just be working together and actually completing the objective, but whatever.
We are completing the objective. We're just doing it two different ways.
Sorry, roll again.
All right, this is the, what is it? That was course one?
No, these are all like hors d'oeuvres. This is like cocktail hour. You could do drinks.
I'm going to make mimosas.
Ooh.
But fresh squeezed oranges from the Illicombe.
That was honey.
I know, but they have oranges there.
Okay.
It's a farm. They're oranges with a tint of honey in them.
Ooh, that sounds actually pretty good.
My wine is going to be a freshly made. It's going to be a freshly made rosé with two different wines from very far across Univra that normally wouldn't mix together.
Oh, so they're going to be spoiled, I bet.
Another 19.
The Ted.
And now we will cut back to someone else and leave the potential final round to another time.
Leona?
Sure. So I think Leona just starts by scoping out the arena, trying to figure out where a good place for her to set up, seeing if there's a specific like media area. I think she's kind of like, okay, where do I need to be? Where am I allowed to go? And then I think she just kind of starts trying to like mingle with people to like kind of get as much information.
So you see that there's a few media areas that are specifically positioned so that they can hear different podiums better than others. So it's like some of the media people are specifically going to be wanting to gather around each of the different potential speakers that are going to be down there. And as you walk around and set all of your stuff down in the media area and you pull out your notebooks and start writing just observations and everything, you can hear like what some of the other media people are talking about, and you hear one of them just be like, so how do you think the election's gonna go? Like, who do you think's gonna actually get elected? I don't know. We, last time we had a big meeting like this, it just went to all the old popular people, you know, the regulars, the people that everybody knows. I think that's just gonna be the same. I know it's like a really once-in-a-lifetime event that's happening here, but you know how any vote goes. It's always just the oldest people get it, and whoever's got the most notoriety, they're the ones who win.
I like how you slowly start to verge into like New York mob territory there at the end. Okay, so she starts writing some of this down. Did Stan talk about an election happening, or just this like divine trying to figure out what to do about the
Did not talk
divinity?
about like there being any sort of elected process at all.
Okay, and is there any reason that we would have known about any type of election or something like that?
Not unless you're involved with like city politics in any way.
Okay.
I'm heavily involved in city politics.
Okay, so this is like news to me then.
This is news to you.
Okay.
Like you don't remember there being very many times where they elect people rather than just like predetermined speakers for events and stuff like that.
Okay, so I think I kind of like edge a little bit closer just to kind of see if I can get a handle on what they're talking about and get a better idea of what is going on. Because as far as we knew, as far as I knew, I thought this was just like a summit almost. I didn't think there was going to be like an election or event or anything like that. So,
We'll see which one of the different Pantheon leaders and followers are going to really be out front this year. We know we normally get the typical ones. We normally get the big talkers. We get the Elsaras. We get the Verites. We get the people who are trying to make big impressions, like the Hatipras and the talkative ones. We get Mappos. Oh, so many Mappos always come out. It's crazy. They just always love to talk your ear off. So. Yeah, who knows? Will it be the charismatic ones? This is a more serious thing that we're all discussing here. Maybe it'll be some of the less known, like the Tukakaras and that kind, or maybe even the Selhanis, etc. Solili, maybe we'll see some followers of. And that's just kind of how the conversation is going. They're talking about how typically charismatic or ambitious all of the different followers of the different pantheons are.
Interesting. Okay, so I think I write a bunch of this down. I think I go into like the cocktail hour area and just kind of start mingling with people, seeing if I can get a handle on like, are the people in attendance aware of like the whole election thing? Is it what's the vibe? What is everyone talking about?
So as you're walking through the general pop of the cocktail hour gathering area, you see plenty of people eating. You see a bunch of people spitting out these thrice deviled eggs that are terrible. And
I just go, man, I really hope those ones weren't Reshies.
And you see them just loving on these awesome like cheese and crackers that are like kind of a little bit melty and have this little sprinkle of a different type of cheese on top. And
I take one and I eat it and I go, this was definitely Reshies.
And as you're walking around, you do notice that there's kind of a flow to the room. Like there's where you first walked into, there's a bunch of people just in their own little cliques and groups that are chatting, that are probably, people who knew each other. And you do see like some flow from those groups into smaller groups that have people who are a little less certain of each other as you're like listening in. So people are branching out and trying to meet everybody. But there is one specific flow that is to the back wall where you see everyone kind of like lining up and gathering.
I think I followed the flow and go over there.
Yeah, and you go over there and you eventually get to a little table that has some pieces of paper on it. And when you pick up the pieces of paper, they have a list of people who says vying for speaker.
I pick one up and look at it.
So it just has a list of names of people who are vying for speaker, and you see everybody just a little bit ahead of you placing their tickets into like a ballot box.
Oh, okay. I think I kind of like look around to see if there's any information about like stances or anything like that. Like what are they kind of like saying?
So you look around and you listen to everybody talking, and everybody like knows who these people are, and you're looking at this list and roll to tell me if you know, or if you think you don't know at all.
I think I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I think I'm not from here. I don't think I'd know. I think I put it back down and kind of like skirt my way out of the flow just so that I'm not like awkwardly voting for something I have no idea what I'm doing on.
Yep.
I think I kind of try to locate some of those people who like look like they're not as ingrained in like the big groups and kind of wander over there to feel those people out a little bit.
Okay, you wander over to what looks like a smaller forming group, and one of them just looks at you and goes, "Hey, how are you doing? Where are you from? What paper? What are you taking track of?"
Well, I'm originally from Perith, but right now I'm part of the Parable Infused Tribune, and I'm here covering this event. My group is doing a variety of jobs helping out our benefactor.
Wow, covering events, huh? I've never seen events get covered in your Tribune before.
Well, we're trying to... You've heard of it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting. Okay, cool.
We're from all over. I'm from Perith.
Oh, neat.
Some of your stuff is made it down from Izoa while you were spending time going just around the coast.
Honestly, we didn't really think it was going to go anywhere, so that's actually really cool.
Well, when you leave it on every quest board that you walk by, it's one of the first things you see when you walk into towns. Eventually, you start recognizing some stamps.
I like it. I'll take it. Yeah, no, it's kind of a new thing. We also haven't been around any interesting events to have written about. So
Really? Nothing interesting?
well, I mean, like, interesting things have happened, but nothing has been planned, if that makes sense. That we've been here to witness for, so.
Just good old-fashioned wanderers.
Pretty much. So what's the, could anyone give me, like, the bare bones, I'm a dummy and I'm not familiar with this whole process, rundown of this thing?
Oh, yeah. I mean, when we have big gatherings like this of multiple people all over the Umivra, and, you know, especially when it's talking about interpantheon politics, or I guess exopantheon politics, we've got everybody here. Typically, what happens is everyone looks through a list of desired speakers, and we all choose who we think should be able to speak on whatever issue is currently being discussed. And the votes typically go to, you know, home field advantage wherever it's being held. They typically get a speaker up there, but otherwise it can sometimes be a completely wild bag depending on who put in the effort to get out to the speakership.
Wow, that's actually a really interesting way of doing things. I'm assuming it's partially because there's not necessarily enough time for every single person who wants to speak. So this is a way to kind of...
Oh, they all discuss together, actually. They all have a discussion that we all watch, and they give, like, their opening pitch of who they are and why they think that we should change something, etc. And each of them does that, and then there's just a group arbitration between those who are speaker, and they kind of give the points for the factions that are being represented, the pantheons being represented, the continents being represented. And after that, they open the floor to questions from the public. We adjourn, and if there's need to meet another day, we continue to meet until the whole of the people who want to enact change have agreed upon some sort of sweeping action that will then be organized later.
Wow, that's very impressive. Thank you, because this is definitely something I had never heard about before, so.
Yeah, we know, since you don't go to planned events.
Yeah, thanks.
Your bumpkin is showing.
Fuck off!
Did you bring Kana to this?
I think I probably wouldn't have. I think I probably left her in, like, his vacation house or whatever.
Smash cut to Kana sitting in one of the, like, hot spring waterfalls with a little towel wrapped around their head.
Just chilling.
Going through my bucket.
The bucket's just floating by in the water, and their tongue just, like... And just, like, takes some food out of the bucket every time.
She's just eating your bugs. Oh, my God.
And smash cut back to the party. Anything else you specifically want to do, or do we want to cut over to Manon?
I think I probably just kind of listen around and then go back and settle down to listen to the speakers.
Yeah. Do you want to roll for anything to see if you find something interesting, juicy, etc.?
Yeah.
Hot goss?
Do I get any hot goss? You mean like my hot goss?
What's this?
But preferably not that hot goss. Doesn't look like I have anything in gossip.
Reporting? News?
Nope,
Storytelling?
don't got that. Oh, wait, no, I do. Nope. Well, it's just the one. Whee! That's a 13.
That's a mixed success. So they start talking about some of the things that they know are going to get discussed. So the one that you hear people talk about, because mixed success, so you're not getting a ton of details, but you do hear that there's a group of people who are very upset about the appearance of this labyrinth that has just, like, non-stopped claimed lives.
That seems fair.
And there's a lot of people who are mad at Selhani. Selhani is the deity of futility from the Abide.
Okay, cool.
So there's a good faction of people that you're walking by who are not chill with the Abide.
Okay. I kind of listen to that and then kind of just, like, edge away. Because I'm like, uh-oh.
And we'll cut over to Manon. Manon, you are up in the VIP area where there are a lot of the people who are either attendants, friends, family of the people who are running for speakership, including Standibitable. And Standibitable is there, and he's representing Mappo. And you see Standibitable just, like, talking with everyone. And he's got, like, a whole bunch of stuff in his jacket, like little trinkets and doodads and things that he's, like, found on his travels. And he's, like, even hawk them to people, just being like, you know, I got these when I was down in the ruins of Kandaidra. And, you know, when you're there, you have to get something.
I hate how good you are at rich, pompous asshole voice.
So yeah, he's just over there just like hawking stuff, but you do know now that you're up here, you're like looking around and you hear some people talking about the speakership, obviously, because that's all the people who are running is the people that you're with.
I'm giving everyone a visual pat down.
Yep.
Absolutely. Like, he's making all these little like ha 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 stories, and I'm like just behind him, a looming giant presence, like
He turns around to you after like you talk with a few different people and he's like, man, people don't normally take this many of my trinkets. You must be good luck.
Oh my.
I do enjoy hearing your stories, Mr. S, but boss, I gotta stay focused, eyes on the prowl. And I just keep like pivoting. Just like pivoting. He's taking this so seriously.
Good boy.
Oh God.
Well, I will keep canoodling then. Give me a roll to see like how well you're inspecting everybody.
That's a 1. No! Oh my God.
Fucking fail.
He gets assassinated and dies.
Right in front of
God.
As soon as he put the top hat on, it was all over.
It's all over.
Assassinated in the theater.
Fuck. That's a
No,
1.
you're looking around and it doesn't seem like anybody here is a threat of any kind. Like you're trying so hard to just be like, who is threatening? And you're like, all these people, you're just thinking to yourself, you know, from your perspective as a poorer farmer, you're like, none of these people have any experience, any like strength. Like these people don't know a dirty day in their life. Mm-mm. Like none of these people are a threat.
City lickers.
Yeah. And do you change up your tactics at all now that you're just like, boy, these people couldn't hurt a fly?
Yeah, I probably relax a little bit more and I sample some of the hors d'oeuvres that came out and I'm like, oh, this wine's pretty good.
Okay. All right.
I probably I like eat a little, drink a little food, but then I just like stand a little bit to his right behind him, but I probably am less looming. Mr. S, is there anyone I should be worried for in this room? Anyone you might have negatory relations with?
That damn priest of Hetibra is not the nicest. I feel their encroaching presence all the time back home.
I'll keep a watch on them. Head on a swivel.
Keep your head on a swivel.
I put my hand to my ear like I have an earpiece, but I don't have
What are you doing?
I don't know what ear itches.
We should have gotten you ointment for that before we left. Please stop. It's embarrassing.
And that's really all I do, I think, since I rolled a fucking...
Yeah.
Good job.
So you're just kind of having an okay time. You were like super nervous and alert, and now you're just like, these are all dummies.
They're not armed.
They're not armed. They're all posh.
Armed. Oh man.
You're just kind of like, okay, I could take any of these ones. I don't need to be super worried.
Yeah. And we cut back to the kitchen where Reshi is sweating harder than he's ever been sweating as they're like dishing out things to the different waiters and servers. And this is the last roll for cocktail hour.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
A 1 and a 2.
Oh my God.
So a 1 takes precedent. So nat 20 and a nat 1.
You need new dice.
So we cut back to Reshi as the last plate goes out of his competitor's chef, and all of the plates of Reshi's get brought back in because the servers can't get rid of them. And you're just like down on all fours, sweating, just 1,000-yard stare. Do you concede, little man?
Yes, chef.
There's a very different palate here.
You know, I'm used to cooking on gas. I don't like these electric stoves. I don't know what's going on around here.
Not used to the ore, huh?
No, I'm sorry, chef. I crawl over to his feet.
Ew.
Now go wash your mouth, because we can't have this unsanitary stuff near our dinner.
Yes.
It's about time to prep for the meal.
Yes, chef.
I feel like you gave someone food poisoning. You rolled so bad.
Somebody dies. It was
Skibbity toilet there.
Stan
Stan
Bibiddle.
Bibiddle's cousin, Skibbity.
Stan Bibiddle.
You just see someone that looks like they're just ahead, just like rolling really fast to a bathroom.
I did what I could. I'm still getting paid either way.
We weren't engaged to keep his cousin safe. We were engaged to protect him.
And I did cook food.
Technically.
So,
You know, you lost to me, but that is not something that many people would not be able to say. So, you are not bad.
Thanks,
All of
Chef.
the food came back.
Shut up. You're the one edging over here.
Oh, dear.
Now, are you ready to put on your hat and make a good dinner?
Yes, Chef. Then I go, beep, 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 beep.
Yep. And you guys start working on dinner. Is there anything you want to do while you're like in the kitchen area? Now that you're not in like direct competition with somebody.
I'll talk to just like one of the like random line chefs or whoever. So whoever's like next to me, you know, we're really making like a lot of different kinds of dishes. And I noticed that there's like so many people from all over the place here. I'm on like an escort kind of thing. Not that kind of escort, but I'm on an escort mission. And what is happening?
You don't know what's going on at all?
No. All I know is food.
Well, I can tell you, one time this whole building that we're in didn't exist.
Oh, yeah, that's like all buildings.
Not this one. This one's a lot different. This one didn't exist less than a month ago.
When the Dark Instant happened.
It was after the Dark Instant, but it just kind of sprung up out of the rock.
Then why are we in it? Isn't it dangerous?
Yeah, people adjust to the comforts of every day very fast.
That must be why I lost. There's some kind of magic happening here.
No, your home cooking just kind of didn't suit the rich palate, you know?
No, that must be it.
I can appreciate good thrice deviled eggs. It's a risk that you took and you didn't do it great, but I can tell that there was soul in it.
Just take a knife.
Stop it, kid. It's not going to be that bad. Takes a long draw of a huge cigarette.
Everybody's smoking. Yeah. I put too many ashes in it. That's why. That's it. Is that what this meeting is about? This building?
No, it's about all the things that showed up.
What else showed up?
There's like champions and shit roaming around. The deities are blessing people directly, and that's just not something that we typically see.
Whoa. Are there deities here right now?
Who knows, man?
Are you a deity?
No way.
Yeah, I'm just like having a crisis.
What would I be a deity of?
Smoking?
What a shit deity.
Yeah. So then is something happening? Are we just everyone's just gathering around to talk about what's going on?
Yeah, and what we're going to do is we're going to find out what we think we should do. The deities are getting too active, and it's causing a lot of chaos on Umivra, and a lot of people came from a lot of places just to try and figure out why they're doing this to us. What did we do to get scorned like this? What did we do to get these random blessings like this? It just don't make no damn sense.
Huh. This would be great for the Pit News article.
The Pit?
Yeah.
What's that?
Here. I pull out one of our latest flyer. Check it out.
Oh, nice. You're a writer.
I'm a chef. Somebody else does the writing.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, what are you handing me if you're not the guy making this?
Well, I'm making it. Look, I made it. I made this part. The part where it says, "Don't starve to death in the mountains."
Wow, yeah, that's what a cook would do. Yeah,
good advice.
Yeah, it's great advice. Yeah. What we're doing here is we're just trying to figure out what we're going to do about these deities being all out of whack, and if any of the big religious, honchos are going to be able to sort it out for us. And there's a lot of spectators, and we're allowed to ask questions and shit.
Huh. Well, that's interesting. I think it's probably not the smartest idea, though. I feel like we could just ask the deities themselves.
You got a direct line or some shit?
Everyone does. It's called prayer. Duh. We have altars. You can directly talk to them.
Not how that works.
That is how it works.
I mean, it is.
That's exactly how
they
that works.
may not listen or respond.
I mean, we're trying to do something about it. It's not just
we're
like
trying
your
to actually
everyday
get something done.
It's coordinated. It's not. We're trying to make sure our voice does get heard. You know, if you're up there listening to that, they're probably just getting, hundreds of thousands of little prayers all the time from all around Umivra. We're trying to decide on what a consolidated effort is going to be to get a message out to them to say, hey, we don't like this shit you're pulling.
I don't know. I think you're looking a gift horse in the mouth.
Possibly. Not going to rule that out.
Because the champions, they're called champions. They're good for us, right? Wouldn't they be?
Who knows? I heard there's this one guy named Torvik who became a champion, and he just be beating the living snot out of everybody he finds.
That's not good. Never mind. What's up with these dang deities? They're killing us. They're killing us.
Torvik was literally in a competition when this thing first sprung up. He came all the way here from wherever he was in, Gabaka Yar or something like that. Far away. Far, far away.
Torvik is here right now?
Oh, Torvik was here. Torvik may still be in Melironto. He just fucking beating the shit out of everybody, having a good laugh about it.
Yeah, we should just kill that guy.
Yeah, people have tried, but you got to have fucking aura around him that tells everybody he's a champion. He's blessed by the gods directly. A lot of people don't want to fuck with that shit.
Now I understand. This is a problem.
There's a power imbalance here, and it is getting bad for everybody fast.
Have you ever heard the story of David and Goliath?
What?
Well, you see, the little man is going to beat the big man.
You're the little man, you're going to beat up Torvik. Get back on the fryer, boy.
No! I have a slingshot.
And we are going to cut out to nobody right now. As you see everybody, or actually we could go over to Leona while everybody starts getting funneled back into the Coliseum area, the big auditorium. And as everyone's funneled in, you hear that they are preparing dinner for everybody. It's like dinner theater. They're just gonna give everybody dinner while they're counting up all of the votes for who's going to be part of the speakership. And let's find out who won the speakership.
We'll be right back.
Hi everyone, it's Jonathan here to talk to you about Legend Keeper. As a game master, I'm frequently finding myself digging through notebooks, Trello boards, Google Docs, etc. There's always a program that in the moment feels like it works better for world building, session planning, or note taking, but it becomes such a hassle to find what I need later. That was until I found Legend Keeper. I was immediately sold by the ability to upload maps and place pins on them to visually link and navigate pages. The maps are even just a single click to replace without changing any of the pins, so you can easily update your world as you go. Also, when you go to place a pin, you can either link to an existing page or create a new one based on a template that you designed. I'm wicked excited for a new feature coming out called Timelines that lets you visually map the history of your world. So if you are a game master, a note-taking player, or even an author, sign up now at legendkeeper.com. And if you join their Discord, let them know we sent you. Everybody, take your seats as we introduce your elected speakers for the evening. First up, we have Myra! Woo! Yeah!
Boo.
Thank you all for giving me this lovely opportunity to represent the Abide. I am Myra. I am the High Scholar of Calvadossin, and I have devoted my life to the pursuit of knowledge, which gives me a unique perspective, I believe, on this particular calamity.
Approaching the stage next is the one who got the second most votes. Here is Andovis! Woo! Yeah!
Yes. Shower me with praise. I love it. I am speaking on behalf of Tantantios. I think there needs to be a little bit of a change in the way that we operate the world. Ha! Ha!
Our third most votes approaches the stage now. This is Speaker Lilith, the Star Whisperer.
Hello, everybody. I am, as you know, the leader of the Astral Archivists with the Celestial Accord faction. I am speaking on behalf of Alstara today, and I think we can all agree that we are not happy about this unprecedented power that they have been displaying, and I am here to say that we should launch an inquisition and know where is it coming from and who is responsible.
Yeah! And our last winning speaker for the day. Come to the stage, Lu Wen. Yes, hello. I am Lu Wen of the Obligate, follower of Gapanapag. It is my great pleasure to be witnessing all that's happening in this day and age. For you know, when children foresee bright futures, it means that you've had a bright past. We should embrace what the deities have wrought for us.
Boo!
No sound.
All right, now it is time to enter the deliberations. Everybody, I hope you enjoy your dinner and let the speakers begin.
What do we do? Just start throwing punches now? Sounds like a WWE
Are we roll for
Rumble.
initiative?
Yeah, let's just... Oh, you know what we can do? Is we could give us all, like, a track to see who's pulling the audience more.
That could be interesting.
Cool.
I'm not good at that.
Well, hopefully you start rolling better soon.
Okay, so what I've done now is I've made a, like, momentum grid rather than track. So every time one of us wins, the dot is going to move closer to our end of the graph.
I love it.
And whenever someone gets all the way up, whatever their last point was that they made is, like, widely accepted by the audience.
Cool.
Well, who wants to make the first argument?
I propose that we do not do any more of the deities' bidding until they give us some information.
Nonsense. You realize the deities haven't done anything until recently. Just now, everything is spun into chaos, essentially. Tantentios feels everything is complacent. We're just going to... How did you get here? The same road? No. We need to explore. We've been given gifts to travel the world.
I'm inclined to agree with you, Andovis. However, I don't think we need to utilize these things at all. They are the whims of the gods, and we are just here to witness their miracles.
Don't you see that if the deities don't think of us as the same level as they are, that we're just mere playthings to be blessed and tossed around and killed at their whim, then we have no power? We gotta do something about this.
I agree that we need to have some type of preparation for all possibilities. There is always the chance that the deities could decide that the mortals are no longer worth their protection or their attention, and may decide to cast some calamity down on the world that could destroy everything. It is important that we have plans in place and ways to ensure our survival.
If they destroy everything, it's because we destroyed it first.
Ugh.
I like that you're just a hippie.
Anti-mortal rhetoric. Ugh.
Why do you feel you stand at the same level as the deities?
Mortals are a critical part of this world, and the deities know that. And them just having all of this power over our world without us having any influence over it, it could cause a disaster. And that's why I'm proposing that we launch an inquisition just to understand what's happening.
Your face is shaken.
You just said, your face.
Your face.
Your face disturbs me. How do you not trust the Almighty?
When you've seen the things I have, I wouldn't give just blind trust to those with unlimited power.
Unlimited
And I think your comment is very unprofessional in this public setting.
Oh.
Okay, everyone
Awkward.
grab a d20, just one.
You can tell she's a stick up her ass.
Yeah, I was going to say, wowzers.
Yeah, she's a girl boss.
I'm Emperor
awesome.
Palpatine.
I got a 14.
No, a 1! Damn it!
14. Do we have to reroll? We are winning.
You both got a point?
Yeah, we got
Okay,
14.
so Myra and Lilith both get a point.
Fuck yeah. People want action, not complacency.
Yup.
All right, the first round of deliberation seems to hint that the crowd wants action. Next up, we should probably discuss some of the more egregious acts that have occurred during the recent reign unchecked of the gods. Let's talk about things like those portals.
It is my opinion that the portals are a perfect example of why we cannot let the deities just run rampant. They are dangerous. They are causing damage to people and places. They are disrupting the natural ecosystems and environments of our world. When creatures that are not, of an area go through that portal and are now stranded somewhere new, they are not able to survive. It is not a sustainable system, and these portals that just magically appear and disappear are a perfect example of why perhaps the deities' decisions have been a little more misguided of late.
I think I would actually agree with that one, Myra. There's a certain element of chaos to that specific blessing that the deities have given that is throwing the world into a little too much chaos. Maybe I could see a world where we do take action or some sort of preparation against those portals.
I think preparing or finding a way to limit their range would go a long way to kind of stabilizing the damage that they are capable of bringing.
I agree that they should be contained and controlled by mortals, but I feel like they are a lesser threat than, say, the champions that have been popping up and destroying people and places without any repercussion against their own mortal kind.
The portals are perfect. What's wrong with going somewhere new? Without having to travel, you just appear somewhere.
What if it appears in your home and destroys your home by accident?
Then so be it.
Or what if
That's what the gods want.
What if it appears you into the volcano?
Wowee. Wouldn't that be a treat to sacrifice myself for the gods?
Well, maybe for you.
We can maybe harness the power of the portals. Maybe we just don't understand the portal and what it means for the world.
Inquisition.
Well, if there was a way to question the gods about their theories and their philosophy behind these blessings, then I would be all for it. A better understanding of why they have created these things and what their plans and intentions with them are, as clearly mortals have a much more direct affection by them than the deities do.
Have you seen the portal?
No, I have no desire to go somewhere that I'm not planning to go.
What if we go through the portal and get powers?
The portal changes every day. It's impossible to track it.
Watch, it just appears right in the middle of this thing.
Just dive right into it.
Okay, everyone grab a d20. The people who have 1 point, grab another d20.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Oh.
I thought you meant like I got 1 on the die.
18.
I got an nat 20.
Oh,
I got
freaking
2 nat
two.
20s. Look at them.
I'm killing myself.
Wow.
I rolled a 2.
I got a 14. Damn.
Myra, you are having a commanding lead over the audience today.
Why, thank you.
Now, what is your opinion on the champions?
The champions are a bit of a conundrum. So far, there have been 2 that have been blessed by the gods. So far, one of them has caused chaos and damage across everywhere he has gone. The other seems to be trying to defend people.
The Obligate has identified 3 champions within our blessings. There is Torvid, which I believe you mentioned earlier, the one causing just a little bit of a stir-up. I believe...
And a jerk.
Yeah, Fetsang decided to create that one for certain. It's just challenging everything, and that's what Fetsang the Rival would do. There's also Agadul of Bag and Bone from the Natured faction of the Obligate, and Ginsuma of Shrine and Shine, who is part of Hetipra's worship.
The Abide has also identified a champion. They have not revealed their name as of yet. However, we have determined that there has been a being who has been performing great deeds in Perith, and eyewitnesses have reported that he has a champion's aura about him. He is able to do great feats of strength. But as far as we can tell, everything he has done so far has been to defend and help people. However, that could change. It is unnerving to have beings of such power on the mortal plane.
The Celestial Accord has identified one champion. Currently, he's going by the Red Chef. His patron is Baidal, and he's also in Perith, but his accounts are more disturbing.
Has the Vanguard identified
It's
any...
a Vanguard.
Whatever. Has the Vanguard identified any champions of its kind?
No.
Very interesting. Well, my opinion on the champions is much like my opening statement. Those who become directly blessed by the gods are those who gave blessing unto the world themselves. There's no reason to be worried about a champion. They are almost as if the gods are among us.
Lock them up. The champions, I believe, are slightly misusing their blessings.
I am inclined to agree. It is all well and good when the things that are being done are to benefit other mortals. It is a different problem entirely when they are destroying homes and lives and entire villages with no regard for the people who live there or what could possibly happen.
Power corrupts. Kill the champions.
Oh boy.
We should be conscribing them to work for us rather than against us. If we can get them into packs, then they might serve us better than just being able to roam free.
Yes, I agree. For once.
Didn't you say you wanted to kill them?
No.
He did.
Yeah.
I would say if we control them, it's
So
good.
Lilith, you are positing that if we could convince the champions to work in the benefit of mortals,
Yes.
then that would be a worthwhile thing.
Of course. Mortal power is the most important.
No, you lost me.
I am inclined to agree that if this power could be harnessed to benefit the mortality, that would be preferable to wantonly disposing of them.
Yes.
I don't see any light in the past of those who would steal valor from those who earned it.
Okay, some hoity-toity bullshit goes there too.
Okay, Myra rolls 3 d20s,
3?
and you Lilith has 2, and both Endovis and Lewin have 1.
3 is a lot.
Well, that's a 19, an 18, and a 2.
5.
10.
The 17. This is not fair.
Yep. So
Oh my god.
Myra,
My double nat 20 did not help anyone else.
Myra has absolutely won over the audience. So we time skip to the point where people in the audience can ask questions of the elected speakers and get their opinions on things or try and influence, what they're thinking and how they will act. And if you guys as your characters have anything specific you want to ask or say, you are welcome to. You also don't have to. And I can have someone do an open questions just so it's not an empty section.
I don't think Manon does, but if I was Gwen, she'd had some fucking questions for Lilith. God damn it.
You feel the shield just like shaking.
The shield is like burning up, and you're like, what the frick?
But no, I don't have any questions.
And now it's time to open the floor to audience questions for our speakers before we adjourn for the day. With a lot of contention, it does feel like there may be a few more days worth of deliberation in the mix. So if you don't have your questions now, you may be able to get them in later.
I guess Leona's going to go up to the wherever they're having the people who ask questions go.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to say, "Hi, I'm Leona. I'm from Paris originally." And my question, I suppose, is kind of for all of the speakers. I'm curious where you stand on this. How much research has been done into the power and influence that the deities have been able to exert in the past? I know recently this is uncommon, but has anyone really dug into the ancient past to see what kind of influence they might have formerly wielded?
I believe I can take part of that question. In the obligate, we have the deity Zaluk the Sequester, has untold amounts of artifact in Zaluk's mountain. There is speculation among the obligate Zaluk the Sequester may be older than all of the deities, but we have not had any direct means of confirming this. So if he's older than all of the deities, he may have an answer to your question.
Where are your parents, child?
Hey! I'm 25.
You look like you're 13.
Oh, yeah, I know. I write for the Parable Infused Tribune.
The Celestial Accord, we have decades and decades of past pacts with the gods. We will be shifting through our records to see if there's anything like this that has happened before.
The gods' deities travel the land. You can just meet them. You see their influence directly. They're there. Have you heard the tale of Darth Mohan the Wise?
Jesus Christ.
He'll tell you a couple things.
Yes, well, the Abide is currently looking into the depths of their knowledge to see if what type of records may be held. We are also one of the more beneficial, I would say, blessings that the gods have bestowed upon us recently is a great library of knowledge that has been created in Calvadoson's region on Parith, where records that we had never heard of before have been recovered. And currently, the Order of Scholars is working through this material, but it will take time. So it is hard to say.
Well, thank you for your question, young lady. We will be moving on to other open floor items. Is there anyone else who has something to bring up?
I really enjoy that one Beck record.
Anyone from the audience have anything else to bring up? No?
No. My guy's still in the kitchen.
You could be here.
If you wanted to be.
The dinner's over.
No, he's shooting the shit with the kitchen staff.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
More people cycle through and a bunch of open floor items happen. And eventually someone goes up to the mic who asks, "So, all of you sit up there asking, what should we do about the gods? My question to the group is, who needs them?
Oh.
Blasphemer.
Who needs the gods?
The mortals.
Are they even real?
I would say yes, by all of the power we've received from our pacts with them.
Are you receiving those pacts? Or are you manifesting that yourself?
Lilith squints her eyes down at this being and says, "Who are you?"
Why is that even? We are who we are, and we know that we're here. But we keep attributing all of our growth, all of our history to these invisible dickweeds in the sky.
Oh!
The gods are not invisible. As I said before, they're just walking around.
Okay, hallucinating old man. Has anyone else here ever considered that maybe we're doing this to ourselves?
No.
So what you're proposing is that the gods don't exist.
Don't exist, or maybe we're attributing something to them that isn't real. They're not gods. Why should we worship them as such? We have ants. We are beings. They're just bigger. They're just different. Why do we give them their power?
Security?
Get this person out of here, please.
Oh, security? I don't give a shit about security. You all are talking about what's happening because of the big symbol in the sky. What's happened since then? All these champions, everything. Have you ever stopped to think that it wasn't them?
Well, who are you proposing it was?
Me. And you see the world kind of go dark for an instant, just like the dark instant. And when all light comes back, you see that their face now has the symbol that you saw up in the sky just veil over their face. And there's a whole bunch of like clouds billowing out from underneath them. You guys are all seeing this because you're there as well. And let's say Reshi like walked out of the room and like just kind of like,
what the hell's that?
Yeah, like things started freaking out and all the kitchen staff came out. And from the sky, you see this huge shark-like creature with like an octopus tentacles embodied
What the fuck?
descend down from the clouds that are up above the chasm. And slowly from behind the stage, you just see this shadow take form into this long serpentine tiger as its pale orange eyes just glow and loom over the speakers. The shark squid had like a pale purple aura surrounding it. From behind the audience comes walking down this fox-like being with this pale green aura with all of these big feathers coming off of it and long ears. And you see that all of them have this mark of the dark instant over their face. And they just let out this massive bellows as the big serpentine tiger brings up its mouth and opens its huge maw, because it's serpentine. It has this unhinging jaw and goes to bite down on the speakers. Everyone's starting to panic and run, and the chaos is happening inside of the Colosseum. And you see the person who was just speaking just lets out a cackle and just disappears into the shadow. And right as the serpentine tiger is about to bite down on the speakers, you just hear a scream from the distance, just Tarvid is here! And
oh man, this bitch!
Flying down is the person that you'd been hearing about, the champion of Fetsang the rival, and he grabs onto the unhinged jaw of the serpentine tiger and starts holding it back, much like Hercules and the Nemean Thetis, like that kind of vision. Just like as the tiger's body just like writhes and just twists and everything. And Torvid's holding it up and is just kind of, no need to worry, I will kill anyone who gets in my way. And he goes to like flex really hard and like rip the dislocating jaw. And then something happens and his hands just slip and Torvid gets chomped in half by this serpent. And everyone freaks out as one of the champions of the gods is just laying dead on the stage next to all of the speakers who are dumbfounded, and they all begin to run with their guards. And you just see all of the serpents just descend into the audience and start running. You guys are all in different places.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
So I have 3 battlefield maps.
Oh, sweet Jesus. I'm fucked. You're fucked.
Yeah, I'm done. It's called running.
Oh.
I'm going to run.
Okay.
So place some representation of yourself at one end, the closest to you. So I am setting up the battlefield as we enter combat, ? Because I don't think you guys want to fight these things. So what's happening is you guys are all starting in zone 1, which is going to be closest to you, and you are trying to find each other in the chaos so that you can get the hell out of here. Manon does have Standibitable with him that you should try and keep safe. Yep. And what's going to be happening is you guys are trying to get to the middle where you will all meet up. Middle is not the middle of the stadium. It's probably like outside of the stadium. You guys are trying to
safer.
Yeah, I'm assuming you guys are not trying to be the heroes after you just watch a champion get bit in half.
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not.
Basically, every turn, I'm going to have us roll to find out if one of these great beasts gets to move first or if you get to move first, and they'll be making actions while you guys do actions.
God, Jesus Christ! Wait, no, he doesn't exist here. No!
I feel like probably Leona's just like shocked and like frozen, like, oh my God.
I'm screaming.
Oh my
around.
gods.
Manon just like closes his eyes and then opens them. Mr. S, you're gonna want to excuse me, and I throw him over my shoulder because I'm like, he's a civilian, like he needs to just be on my shoulder so I can run.
You're not dealing with any shit about him getting left behind.
The panic, like the screaming, the running away. I'm like, yikes.
Oh God! Oh man! Oh God!
Does he just puke down Manon's back? Just down the back of your armor.
Oh, and then Manon, like, I think I'm up higher in the VIP section than you guys.
Yeah.
So Manon just yells out, "Pit crew, assemble!"
And then I fly.
I just like launch into the air.
Assemble outside.
Good clarification. Yes, Captain.
Okay, who wants to start?
Okay, here we go.
Reshi, you are in the area that is just outside of the original room.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who are already flooding past you as you're watching this happen. We're going to find out who goes first, but that's the situation that you're in, is like you're in the room by the cocktail area, which is by the kitchen, and there's kind of like a bunch of paths to get back outside.
All right, so whoever rolls higher.
Yep, we're just rolling like mini priorities.
God.
14.
2.
Not too far ahead of you is the great beast that looks like a fox peahen. The one that has the pale green aura around it is coming toward you, and you see it just grabbing and like tossing people and like pouncing, and it throws some of its feathers, fan out and like magically stick in the air, and then just come raining down around everybody. And I'm gonna roll to see if any of them hit you.
No. No.
What is your legacy, by the way? Growth. Okay, so it does not get a bonus. 15. 11 damage.
God.
Ooh, that's a lot.
And then it's your turn.
I'm gonna give myself Iron Gut, which is the block worn. And I pull out from my chef's jacket a thrice deviled egg. It's gonna make me nice and strong. So yum yum yum. 9 works, right?
9 works.
Ooh. Okay, so 1d6 on myself. All right, that's 2.
Yeah, so the next time a bruise tries to affect you, it blocks that.
Yeah. -2. I mean, I'd get the minus, and then I'm going to move one.
Cool. Remember, your
and
momentum
my
goes
momentum
up. And you could use an extra momentum. You don't have to.
No, I'll save it.
So now you have a +1 to your rolls going forward.
Yeah.
Okay, who would like to go next?
I'll go next, and then we can leave the person up in the sky to go last, because I'm assuming you get to fight the shark octopus.
So you're down in the crowd, Leona, and you see this serpentine tiger with the glowing orange aura. It finishes chomping down on what is left of Torvik, and it slinks down off of the stage. These things are huge, by the way. If it's not like immediately obvious that it just chomped a champion in half, these things are 30 to 50 feet long or tall. Like, they're big. And it slinks down off of the stage and just immediately goes into a hunched mode, and you see its stripes become shadows.
Oh,
and
dear
just
God.
kind of reach out and grab at the crowd around it. There's these little eyes all over the shadow stripes that it has, and it's going to roll to just generally attack the crowd.
Oh, God. 14.
15.
Damn it.
Gonna roll to attack. There's a 15, so it hits. And that is another 11.
Shit. That ain't great. All right, I am also going to give myself a little shield. It is a chaos type skill.
What is your legacy, not the skills?
Harmony.
Chaos beats harmony.
Oh, yeah, because I'm competing against myself for this, so I get 2, right?
Yep.
I remember. That's a 9. Whoo!
So you do cast this shield on yourself. What is it? I don't think you've used it before.
I call it my swirling void. It's basically a shield, like a kind of like a little shimmery like exoskeleton almost that like is just like the swirling kind of like sparkly mist block, warn. Only a single target has to be on me. Well, I mean, I guess I could do it to someone else. 2d6. That's 5.
There you go. Do you move?
Yeah, I'm booking it. And then I did a positive. So how much is it for another run?
1.
Oh, I'm going back down to 0, and I'm going to go again.
Okay.
Run away!
And we're over to Manon, who is carrying Spendibitable. Get me out of here!
Do we need priority?
Yes.
Roll high.
God, I'm rolling like crazy.
11.
16.
God
Shit.
damn it. Get a different dice.
I wish I had that problem.
I know. I think I might use this dice, honestly, because this one's not been good.
The hammerhead shark octopus that is flying around up in the sky ends up spitting out just a huge jet of ink.
Ew.
And that is a regular success. And in front of you is this big blob of like poison that hits down, and when it hits onto the ground it like bounces back up and then solidifies, and you have a wall in front of you is a zone block that is now in zone 2. You need to get rid of that block to be able to move forward.
What the hell? So I didn't take any damage. It's just okay.
Yep, there's just an obstacle.
I'm gonna hit it really hard with my axe. And I'm Artifact.
You are Artifact, and this is the one with the purple glow. So you don't get advantage.
9.
9 works.
Okay. 3 damage. God,
Ooh,
that's
the
rough.
wall is still standing.
Yeah, that's rough.
It actually got fixed.
No. It doesn't look like this wall is very strong. You took a big chunk out of it.
Dang it. Okay. I'm guessing he can't do anything.
No, I'm not meant for this. Get me out of here. That's icky and gross. Get me out.
Maybe he can throw a gorp at it and just like chuck it.
Will you go away from money, big hammer squid?
And I end my turn because I can't move.
And now we are back to Reshi and the fox pheasant.
Louise.
Oh,
11.
2.
Ugh.
we're rolling like butt.
And I'm rolling.
You see this thing ends up looking in your direction and starts hopping toward you, bashing down on people's heads as it goes.
Oh my
It's
God.
doing like those little, like the Arctic fox, like prance.
Oh, yeah.
And just like, I mean, you set up a block, so I'll just have it do the feather thing again. So it's coming closer towards you, and it just whips out one of its feathers, like almost targeted at you, it feels. And that is a 4. So you see this happening and you just like get out of the way just barely. Like it almost like scrapes your wizard hat.
Awesome. Ha! Yeah. Dodge. Yeah. Stupid chicken. Screw you. I will hit it with the mushroom missile to strain it. I have a +1 right now to my roll. Mm-hmm. Come on. Yes. 18.
18.
Nice.
Or you get an extra dice.
Ooh.
Awesome. So 15. So the next time it does damage, 15 less.
Wow. That's good. You want to describe what that looks like as you hit it with this?
I take some of the ingredients from the kitchen and I kind of like mush everything together and enchant it with the mushroom essence. Mm-hmm. I'm going to toss it right at it. And it like bites into it. So it like, like it thinks it's just like whatever and eats it. As soon as like it swallows it, it's just like, like starts spazzing out. And I'm like, haha.
What direction are you running? I know you're running down. You're now in zone 3 movement wise, but like in the scene, where are you running?
We're going to meet outside. So I'm running with the crowd out and I'm hoping like I won't get hit as hard.
Yeah, so this is happening as you guys are like running through the room that was used for cocktail hour. It just did this from the door, and then you like tossed over a mushroom bomb at it, the mushroom missile, and it's kind of in the door, just like not enjoying what happened to it. And you guys are now, you and the crowd are now headed for like the hallways that lead to the stairs that go outside.
Yeah.
Leona's up next. So where are you running? Let's start with that.
In the like stadium area with the crowd. Is this like a multi-story type building, or like would running to a window and jumping out a window be?
You could do that.
Okay, I think I'm doing that. If I run to the door, I have to go past that stupid fox thing. I'm gonna find like the closest exit, which in this case I think is probably just like a window.
You were one of the people that was asking questions, so you were pretty close to the stage. So you have basically what you're doing is you're doing the like rocky run up the stairs trying to get to the next platform where there is a window.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I'm like gonna jump through some glass, I guess.
Roll priority.
15.
18.
Damn it! Stop!
Wait, did you
Get a
add?
fucking different thing. No, because I used it to run
Someone
further.
else hand me a dice.
You can use one of mine.
We're going to use that next time. The shadow serpentine tiger is done with its like lashing out with its stripes, and it decides to just start trying to sprint at you, and it's going to do like a little paw like swipe to just try and knock you down.
I don't like that.
Nat 20.
Oh my God!
Luckily, I forget what it's called, but there's an ability that we have that stops you from using movement. It doesn't have any damage associated with it, so you just get knocked down by this thing, but you can't move this turn.
Fun. I'm glad I moved too last time.
If you wanted to move this turn, you would have to use momentum to do so because your regular move action is taken out.
Okay.
He fucking pushed me.
Bitch.
And like you see other people got swatted down. This wasn't like a targeted attack at you. It was just like a big reach out swipe.
Cool.
You saw that happen.
Oh man, my stupid block thing didn't do me any good there, did it?
No, because it's not a bruise.
You still have it though.
You still
I
have
do
it.
have it. Yeah, that's true.
Look at that stupid thing. Idiot.
I am going to... I guess since I've been knocked over, I think I'm going to use my thorn shot. It's a growth.
You do get an extra die on that.
And it is a boon amplify.
Okay, so you're going to do double your d6s, whatever they roll.
Okay, that one is a 6, and that is a nat 20.
So that means you get a free extra action afterwards. I will also allow that to be your movement if you want to use the extra action as your movement.
So my original movement would be I like get back up, and then I'm like, get me the fuck out of here.
Yep.
I think I'm going to do that. That's 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. So he takes 8 thorn shot. Ouchies. He gets jabbed with some little thorns and he goes, meh.
Get him reactionary in the paw that he swatted with you. So like he hits you down, but you like immediately yell at your thorn shot and it just goes like right into its paw and it like reels back for a moment. And now we're back over to Manon.
Wait, but I get to run, right?
Yes.
Priority? 19, bitch.
18. So close.
Hey, finally.
Okay, I'm gonna use axe again because fucking can't do anything else. Okay, and I don't get advantage. 18.
Nice. So you get an extra die.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Manon's pissed. That's 16 damage.
Yeah, you obliterate that wall. And I'll say you did so much extra damage to it that I will allow you to move twice without using momentum.
Whoa.
Thank you, benevolent DM.
Ooh.
Narrator, take it away.
It's going to try and lash out at you with its tentacles.
Nice.
And that is a 15, so it does hit. And its tentacles are not damage. Its tentacles are a drag, and it's going to move you one space backward.
Bitch.
He giveth and taketh away.
Let's get it off of me. Oh!
I'll get us out of here.
Okay, so update on the battlefield. We have Manon and Standibitable are in zone 2 still. Reshi is in zone 3, and we have Leona in zone 4. Once they get to zone 5, they will be at an area where they can meet.
Oh boy, I'm so close.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Reshi.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm using my momentum to run.
I have 2, a +2 to this. Yay, 20, not natural.
Only a 9. You get to go first, Reshi. Woo! So you're running down these hallways.
Yes.
And this thing is chasing after you in the crowd.
Actually, you know what? I might be able to just get out from here.
You're just going to keep running, just move one
Yeah, I have
and
my
then momentum one.
Yeah, I have my 1 momentum, and then I'm going to use 1 that I gained to bring it back down to +1. So I am now in zone 5. And once we're in zone 5, do I still make a move or no? I'm clear.
You can be safe.
So I'm running. This thing is chasing me. As we're coming out of the there's like a big set of stairs that we're coming down. And there's a giant statue, and some of the crowd people knock it over, and then it just it's like a big giant shield looking thing. And so it blocks the path of that guy.
Okay, give me a roll. Just a d20, just random.
11.
11, mixed success. So that falls over and it does block the path, but it also hits the other side of the wall and starts causing a collapse of the ceiling.
Because I'm up there. I'm up in the higher part.
Yeah, so this falls down around you guys and you are at the exit, but you're now under rubble. You're safe.
Yeah.
Ish.
But you're safe-ish. So you have blocked it from going anywhere, but also the exit is kind of blocked and you are trapped in your own little section of this rubble now.
Yeah. I'm hiding.
Hiding. Safe.
Yeah. Kind of.
Kind of.
We're not going to have the fox do anything because you have reached an area where you're safe. And we're going to go over to Leona. What are you doing as you run away, run up the stairs?
I'm just running.
I'm
booking it. I got a 10.
I got a 20.
Damn it. You bitch.
Man, I got the minus 15 on that thing and never hit me.
Well, you saved someone else from getting destroyed in that way.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind, yeah.
So this is going to roll, and it unhinges its jaw, and its big canines point out, and it tries to spit venom at you, which will, next time you expend energy, that energy is doubled if it hits.
Oh,
nice.
Boy.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah, it's like more effort.
19.
Oh!
So this hits, so the next time you spend energy, the cost is doubled.
Oh.
Dang.
Fun. I love it.
Now it's your turn.
I am just running. I'm in zone 5.
Yep, you're in zone 5,
Free
so
me.
you find the window and you jump out of it, and you notice that below you is just this pile of rubble, and you see the little glint of like Reshi's hat down there.
Help!
Reshi!
Help!
Are you okay?
I want my dad.
You land on top of the rubble, and you can see that there's like a way in.
I think I just kind of slide my way on in there.
All right, you are both safe and in this rubble by the door.
I'm like, this is
Leona.
better than these stupid acid spinning tiger snake.
Do you like my little clubhouse?
Better than out there, yes, by a lot.
We go over to Manon, who is in zone 2, but Manon was on top of a lot of things, and the ceiling collapsed, and guess who's falling down into the area as well? You are high up, though.
How do we feel about falling damage in this game?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll to see if it's far enough that you would be hurt.
Sure.
That's an 11, so mixed, yes.
I'm pretty tall.
I'm gonna do 2 for that.
I'm heavy.
Yep. And that is an 11. I'm good at rolling 11s today.
Okay.
And you fall, but you fall right on top of this essentially like catacombs that is formed, and you hear these two inside, and he's like very muffled. Do you like my little clubhouse?
Better than out there.
These fucking.
And from where you're standing, and since you haven't slipped in there yet, you can complete your job and get Standibitable outside into safety because you're at a point where you're not trapped in here, but your friends are underneath there. So will you take Standibitable in with you, or are you gonna like let him out and be like, run, man?
I don't even know if I'd be able to fit in there because I'm massive. So I'd probably be like, you know what, let's just get him out of could trap him in there. So I'd probably have him go outside and be like, dude, just run. And then we'll meet up with you at your secret waterfall later.
You got it, huh? I'll be safe.
Run fast, run swift.
And you turn around and you're standing in front of this thing as you kind of hear the hammerhead shark squid just like circling above in the Coliseum, and you can see that the fox thing is trying to climb its way over this barricade, and it's having difficulty, but you see it's like figuring it out and making progress as it's gunning. And the tiger that was chasing Leona slinking itself down the outside wall. What do you do?
I thought we were safe on zone 5.
I'm gonna hold my one arm through the hole and say, Reshi, Leona, grab on, and then I can pull you out of the hole, and then we can make a run for it.
Okay. I grab on.
Give me a roll to see if anything slips.
3.
No.
You reach in and they grab your arm, and the debris underneath your feet just like kicks out, and you fall like head first down in here, and you barely fit down in this hole. Like you said, you're huge. It's not easy for you to slide in like it was for them, and you're kind of wedged in there. And the other two, what do you try and like pull them in?
I'm 6'2" with a dad bod.
I mean, is it better for him to be in here with us or out there potentially getting his
I have
feet
said that this
nommed
area
on?
is safe.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, probably in here.
Can we dig our way out? But
Where are we, like,
into
trapped?
the exit?
Manon is stuck right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll pull him in.
Yeah, pull him in.
Dad!
Both of you guys jump up and like grab on. One of you grabs onto like the axe handle. One of you grabs onto maybe one of you grabs onto like the collar piece of your armor, and you guys just pull, and eventually Manon slides down, and you hear a thunk, and all the chaos is kind of still going on around you, and you just hear.
This person is an ass. That's all I'm gonna say.
I know, who's slow clapping? We're in rubble.
What the fuck?
What the hell, dude? Who goes there?
And you look over and you just see the person who asked the question just sitting in the little rubble den with you.
Whoa! How did you get in here?
No.
Fuck off, dude. You just killed a bunch of people.
Yeah, you're kind of annoying.
Oh my God. I don't like you.
Who slow claps?
That's like so too. years ago.
He's like the ultimate evil.
Just sitting there with like the clearly glowing like Dark Instant logo.
We're just like yelling insults.
Yeah, they're just like leaning on a rock inside of this little pit area. Well, fancy to see all of you here. I've been reading your little magazine that you've got.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you're a fan.
There's been a lot of good stuff happening around Breascor, huh?
Yeah.
What do you want with us?
Oh, don't worry, my little pets. They're not gonna come in here. You're all safe.
I'm just cowering behind Manon.
I am not willing to trust you.
That's fine. You don't need to. Now, I do have some qualms about your little paper.
Why?
The Dark Instant
We didn't name it.
is kind of simple.
We didn't name it.
Oh, but you propagated it.
Yeah, I think we did kind of. Didn't we come up with it? No, we
didn't come up with
That's
it.
some like real southern Breascor port town idiocy.
Yeah,
Well, you know what? That is where we got the name from.
That tracks.
So I guess that sounds about right.
I think we need to go with something a little more jazzy. We need to PR this.
Oh, what do you suggest?
Oh, thank you for asking. I'm glad you're open to critique.
I'm literally just so scared. I'm shaking. And I think I'm probably just like, whatever's going to make you not just kill me right now, I'm going to say it.
Oh, cutie, I'm not going to kill you. I need you.
Protect me,
PR,
Manon.
remember? So next time, let's jazz it up. Let's make it something provocative, something haunting, something truly irksome for those deities on their high thrones. How about the profane heralds indicia? You should eat your heart out on that one, you little postal nerds.
Profane heralds
indicia.
I just picture you writing it on your hand.
I'm just like, don't want to fuck this one up.
Wait, is that what you want the Dark Instant to be called now?
Yeah. I'm the profane herald, and that is my symbol.
You know, those letters spell out fee.
Oh!
I think I've overstayed my welcome.
Fuck me!
And with that, fee disintegrates into a cloud of smoke, and you hear all of the chaos outside stop as the beasts suddenly disappear. And that's where we're going to end the episode.
Motherfucker, you made us friends with the biggie bad person.
Yeah!
You fuck.
Unlimited.
Oh, God.
How'd you guys like that?
Well,
I hated it. I hated everything.
Horrified.
That was great.
Oh.
I was wondering if you would like immediately spell it out and figure it out, or if this was going to be like a super obvious, like hanging in there through the whole campaign. You guys didn't put
That
it
I'm
together.
just too stupid to put it together, yeah. You know what's really funny is that when you first started asking the question, I almost asked, is this speaker fee? Because I remembered the voice that you used like the 2 times that we talked. I was like, it sounds like a very similar voice. And I almost asked.
My envisionment for this voice was what I did for Femordia, but sluttier.
Nice.
Okay, well, thank you to everybody for listening. You can go to our Ko-Fi, support us there, find a whole bunch of bonus content, join our Discord. That's where everyone's chatting about the season, having a great time. Yeah, let us know how you like it. Thank you to Dungeon Maestro for composing our theme song. And you can find a link to all of their stuff down in our show notes. And thank you to the Lucky Die podcast and Blighthouse Studios for doing a few ads with us and also taking our ad and putting it in their most recent episode. Welcome, new Lucky Die listeners, and all of our listeners. Go check them out. Is there anything else that anyone wants to say?
Die.
Thanks to a while bit.
Yeah.
Not this
We'll
time.
just make the person who like first goes through the portal or like harnesses the portal, their name will be Wowowbit.
Oh my God.
All right, thank you all for listening, and that's the end of our first arc.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So in the next one, is
Wow.
there going to be a flesh monster coming out of the portal?
I really fucking hope not.
Googly.
Hello. You are now tuned into the lovely recordings of The Pit Crew.
A late night show.
PIT Crew in the morning. WBZX.
Imagine Dragon starts playing.
We play the nastiest, the gnarliest adventure music you've ever heard. I'm waking up.
Oh my god.
Also on this station, I sing every song.
No!
The apocalypse! Whoa!
Radioactive. Wait, is that them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to have a menagerie of animals, don't you think, Reshi?
You're the only animal I need.
Oh dear.
And I'm going to tame you, man.
What the hell?
Excuse me? I'm finding my voice. Yeah.
I don't like that. Channeling your inner Tim Curry.
I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
Just
the Minecraft.
I've been playing Minecraft recently.
Antovis.
Bend over this dick.
I'm going to castrate you.
I'm gonna go get the meatballs.
Meatballs?
I thought you said meatballs, too.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I am a little peckish.
I want meatballs. I like meatballs.
Damn, someone's fucking down here.
Manon!
I'm just kidding.
Ah, the web tour. Those that both creators and were created by the threads disentangle from the fringes to feast on the very thing that spawned them.
What's that, City? This is how you deal with me!
No! Do not harm my children! Oh, you lost a feather. Can I keep it?
No, you can't force me to!
Do you know what lies within nothing?
Rocket's in trouble, Akasa. Can we turn on the wind show remotely?
No, she could lose her job as an Akasar.
I don't fear Vehar.
No, but you fear me. If you intend to trick me, I will not hesitate to sever the oath bond entirely.
Why didn't you help me? Coward! I don't have a parachute! I don't like free falling!
Counterbalance, a high fantasy audio drama. Season 2, coming 15th of October 2023. Learn more on trilunas.com.